Welcome to Vintage Cube by the Fireside. Um, we're back to normal Vintage Cube, which is great. Supreme Draft was kind of fun, but I absolutely love just the regular Vintage Cube drafts. Um, I'm a huge fan of Strip Mine. It's really good in aggressive decks, and the one of my favorite decks, not my favorite deck, is the deck that abuses it with Fast Mind, Fast Bond Crucible. But this just goes in most decks. It's a great tempo play, and it can really shut down some opponents. So we're gonna first pick that. I mean, the other cards that might be okay in this is Porcelain Legionnaire. I really like that. It's one of the better true drops you can get in aggressive decks. Um, Windswept Heath, Sacred Foundry, Celestial Colonnade, I always like fixing, but there's really not a whole lot for us here. Wheel of Fortune's fine, but I can't draft Storm really, so we're gonna hold on that one. Alrighty, so to follow up Strip Mine, been pretty unimpressed with Crooks. I do like Lotus Cobra, probably a bit better than Nissa, and that would help us go in the direction of the abuse Strip Mine with recursion decks. I think green is a very good place to put Strip Mine, but we could also take Relic Warder. I think that card's, I mean, the mono is fantastic in the mono white aggro deck, and Strip Mine's also fantastic in the mono white aggro deck. Brazen Bar is also pretty good, but blue and Strip Mine aren't the best combination. There's also Signet, but I think we're gonna take Relic Warder. Alright, here it's not a whole lot for this Strip Mine deck. I love Mind Twist, but you need a lot of fast mana to get that going. That's not really what Strip Mine wants to do. Inquisition, black-white tempo can be really good. Remand's one of the better blue cards in my opinion. Tempo is super important in this format. So I think maybe we just take that, or maybe we take like Underground Sea. I think we'll take the Remand and see where that gets us. Ooh, Bob. I kind of wish I'd taken the Underground Sea. Bob is fantastic, or the Inquisition. There's a good amount of good black cards here, so maybe we'll wheel something that we like, but I think Bob's just getting that down turn 1 or 2 is a great way to win a game of Magic. Here there's Thalia, Marsh Flats, Caracas. I think we're gonna take Thalia. Hopefully get back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a very late natural order, but I don't really like green all that much. Play it sometimes, and I mean we do have the Strip Mine, but natural order doesn't really do anything with the Strip Mine. Thalia with Strip Mine does a lot of stuff, making their spells cost more and destroying their and messing with their mana base can help these aggressive decks just get in more and more damage with their crappy little 2/2s to the point where before they can do something scary like board wipe. So if we want to be black-white, Lingering Souls is really good. And I think that's what we're going to take. I mean, I like Hero's Downfall as well. And this is kind of a non-bow with Thalia, but there's really just the one card, and otherwise Lingering Souls slaps. I don't think we're playing Remand. We definitely need some fixing to make black work. Relic Warder is kind of important to have a lot of white sources. Kind of difficult to play a deck that wants both black and white early, but it's definitely possible. I mean, Vintage Cube has a lot of fantastic fixing. I don't think we've seen Scrubland or Godless Shrine yet, and it looks like, there we go, Godless Shrine. There is a Crucible here, which is unfortunate, that we're going to be passing that with the Strip Mine, but I'm not even sure if I would play Crucible in this type of deck. I think Godless Shrine is really just what we want. I do like Vryn Wingmare a lot. Benevolent Bodyguard's okay, same with Woe Strider, but I think Godless Shrine's just the pick here because we would really like to play Dark Confidant and Lingering Souls. And that being a fetchable land makes fetch lands a lot better in the future. Here we're going to take a Kitesail Freebooter, I think, over Anguished Unmaking. Ooh, Council's Judgment too. Wow, so it looks like we're really in the open lane here. Agadeem's Awakening, like literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 playables out of 8 cards. Shows us that we're in the right spot. I think we probably don't want Anguished Unmaking. That plus Bob would be a little bit too much life loss. I do really like Council's Judgment though. Helps us get rid of troublesome permanents. Here we don't have anything that goes well with Flicker Wisp yet. Don't really have a lot that goes well with Bone Shredder either. I mean, that's just a regular kill spell. I think we take the Flicker Wisp. I like that a lot. It's an aggressive creature. 3/1 flyer is good at dealing damage. And it can blinks like tokens that the opponent has. It can blink Relic Warder if we want to switch out what artifact or enchantment that we're going for here. Wow, all of the green cards wheeled. Interesting. I guess we take Skull Clamp. We're not. It's okay. It's good with Lingering Souls actually. And it can be okay with Dark Confidant. At some point, we might want to just cash that in. In fact, like all of our cards can be clamped, except for Relic Warder. So this might actually be the rare Skull Clamp deck. I think the deck is really strong in green, sometimes, but I don't think we really want Lapse of Certainty. I think everybody's just fighting over blue-red, maybe, but Young Pyromancer also went pretty late. I guess we'll take the Lapse of Certainty. Tell whoever's to our left that... Yeah, I'm not sure what people are taking. I guess it's probably black cards, actually. Unfortunately. We'll pick up some black fixing so we can splash these cards, but... I think we take Unexpectedly Absent. Wow. Wow. We'll take Incinerate, I guess. Ooh, Bodyguard Field. Okay, so at the very least, white is the open lane. Black is looking like it's not particularly open. So here I think we just take the Bloodstained Mire. Like I said, I would really like to be able to splash these cards, and this goes a long way in allowing us to do so. Red also seemed somewhat open with a very late Incinerate. I think that card's really great in aggro. Or not great, but it's totally acceptable in aggro, and this might allow us to also splash red. Granted, we don't want to go too deep on the mana base when we're playing aggro and we have all of these harsh white requirements, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe we take the Glorybringer. like, these aren't really the white cards that we're looking for. Orzhov Signet doesn't really do a whole lot for us. We're not really trying to ramp. We have a little bit of red fixing, and red did seem open. And Glorybringer is just one of the better red cards there is. So I think we're actually going to take that. Hangerback Walker is quite good with Skull Clamp if we can get it to work, but I think, yeah, we're just going to try out taking the Glorybringer and see where that gets us. Ooh. Recurring Nightmares actually doesn't really do anything in this deck. Skyclave Apparition is very good. It does do stuff with Skyclave Apparition. That being said, Smuggler's Copter is also very good. I think there's a chance, a non-zero chance that the Skyclave Apparition comes around. I mean, we got the Benevolent Bodyguard, which granted isn't a very good white card, but we got that one incredibly late. We have Council's Judgment already. I think we take the Copter here and really hope that that wheels. Here, I'll take the Path to Exile. Elspeth is also decent. Oracle. Ooh, I like Blade Slicer. Oh, and Monetize? That's a tough one. Nobody respects the Tithe. I think I'm going to take the Blade Splicer and wheel the Tithe. Goes well with Flicker Wisp. Honor the Peer? Selfless Spirit? Or Chandra? I think we take the Chandra. We'll see if we end up actually being red. But we've really only used 2 picks on it. We were losing a whole lot from white. We do need, like, I think we already lost a Sacred Foundry. We kind of need a, I think we also lost a Blood Crypt and maybe a Badlands as well. So we're looking for Plateau would be nice. Or some more, like maybe an Arid Mesa would be quite good as well. The fact that these are double red is a little bit troublesome. Oh, look at that, Plateau. Missing out on really not a whole lot. Silverblade Paladin's fine, but not great. That makes our Bloodstained Mire a tri-land. This is kind of a 2-drop. I suppose I could open chat on my phone so I don't have to. I guess we take Needle Spires. Not really playing anything else here. Here. The Oust, I suppose? Awesome. Skyclave Apparition Wheel. That was fantastic. Recurring Nightmare too, but we don't have a whole lot we want to Recurring Nightmare, unfortunately, so we're just going to take the Skyclave Apparition. We might end up just being mono white, splash black for Bob. And Lingering Souls. The fact that these are both double red definitely makes things a little bit more challenging. I don't think we really play Lapse of Certainty in this deck. I mean, we're looking to play a spell on turn 3, not just hold up 3 mana. And we have basically no other instance. Whew, excuse me. We'll take the Boros Signet here. If we're playing red, I think that'll be good to help us ramp out to our bigger red spells. Ooh, Mana Tithe. Get in the deck. The cards that we wanted to wield did, so I think this is actually shaping up to be pretty good. We might not even have to play these other cards. I do like them. Alright, Honor of the Peer makes me think that just going mono white is even better. It does turn off Skull Clamp, unfortunately, but I think that's fine. That being said, there is an Ajani here, and I think Ajani is one of the reasons why you would want to play red-white. That being said, he will probably wheel, but the question is he better or worse than Restoration Angel? Like, I'm not... this can actually blink some pretty good stuff. So, if we are playing Glorybringer, it blinks Glorybringer. Blinks Blade Splicer, Flicker Wisp to blink their stuff if they have tokens. Relic Warder, can help save some things. Skyclave. Yeah, I think we take Resto. It's possible that somebody's trying to play Kiki, and they might just take Resto to be able to splash. Here we're gonna take Jite. It's just one of the. We could have an insane mono green deck, but I think this is probably just better. The Jite is fantastic. And we're going to take it and be very happy about it. Here we'll take the Gideon Blackblade. I really like that card. Concealed Courtyard and Stone Coil Serpent would be nice, as well as Knight's Whisper if we were doing that, but we're very happy with the Gideon Blackblade. I think we're going to take these out of the deck. Tidehollow Sculler. I like that card. It's really not a whole lot else for us here. I do like Lyra Dawnbringer, but I'm not sure how many 5s we really want. I feel like I'm still kind of in the Arena Cube mindset. This is my first actual Vintage Cube back, I believe. So I think Tidehollow Sculler is better if we can get the mono to work, and there's a good chance that the Lyra comes around. I think it has to be Mox Diamond here. I do really like Student of Warfare. We've seen both, notably, we've seen both Entomb and Reanimate this pack. So hopefully somebody's drafting that and they're going to be very happy about it. but I think we just take the Mox Diamond. I mean, fast mana is just so good in the mono white deck, and it does help with fixing if we end up splashing black, which I'm still not 100% sure if we're going to. Mom is fantastic here. It's one of the better mono white cards, right up there with Thalia and Strip Mine. I think the best mono white card is probably Mox Pearl, but it's kind of hard to compete with Moxen. I think mono white with the Mox is probably the best best use of a Mox. I don't like red. Yeah, the acceleration is definitely good in red as well. But red doesn't have as stiff color requirements as white does. In black, the acceleration doesn't do quite as much. Wow, this is some pretty late good cards. I'd love to pick up either of those, but we'll take the Swords to Plowshares for now. Green doesn't really need it. I mean, they're full of mana rocks and stuff like that already. God, I wish we could take both of these cards, but we can't. Mana elves. So playing a turn 0 Mox, or turn 1 Mox. I mean, yeah, it might help you get like. It definitely helps you accelerate, especially if you have like multiple elves. But like here, green already can ramp, so it's not giving green something it can't already do without other cards. Blue is good, but it's with all the counter spells, being able to hold up like Remand and Mana Tithe Mana Leak on turn 1, like those are nice, but I don't think it's better than like putting out a turn 1 like Thalia or a turn 1 Bob, Tidehollow Sculler, even Tithe Taker to help mitigate their stuff, and then like turn 2 Gideon, Skyclave, that sort of thing. I think white just benefits the most from fast mana, though red with Mana Crypt is probably better than white with Mox Pearl, but if Gideon came around, that's dope. It's very. I mean, I can't say so I'm surprised that Rofalos is gone this late based on how the rest of the draft is going. It's just very, very odd to see. People usually love their green. I think Linvala is better than Gideon Jura. Put it in the board, I think. I don't think it's better than any of these cards. It's a 3/4 just like Resto, but Resto has a lot more synergy with the deck. So I'll have to think if it's worth it to splash these cards. I mean, Bob and Lingering Souls are very good. Wow, it's a late High Tide. That's pretty respect. We could have had a nuts mono green deck, but I think this is also very good still. So for black fixing, we have Bloodstained Mire and Godless Shrine, so theoretically 3/4 black sources. I don't think we're playing the red, so we can get these out of there. Mox Diamond's kind of like a spell, so I think we take out the Benevolent Bodyguard. Probably the Tidehollow Sculler. I like it, but I just don't think it's as good as Bob, and don't want that many black cards in our deck. I think Avacyn's kind of weak, especially being our only 5-drop. I think we cut one more because we are going to be playing the Mox Diamond in the Strip Mine. So I think that one might be Skull Clamp. Skull Clamp works with Tithe. It works well with Tithe Taker, Blade Splicer, Lingering Souls and Elspeth? Maybe it's Oust? We don't really want them gaining life. Yeah, I think we'll run it like this. I think 4 black sources is fine for 1.5 black cards. Lingering Souls, just the front side, is not a great spell, but it is a spell that we can cast. And then having like the flashback is gravy is what makes it go from okay to very good. So the fact that we can cast it if we don't have black definitely helps. And Dark Confident, I mean 4 black sources for 1 card I think is fine. So we're gonna run it like this. We're gonna mull this one. I think this one's much better. We're gonna keep that, put back the planes. I think blue's a pretty good matchup. Hopefully they play an artifact on turn 2 for us to mess with. We'll play a Godless Shrine, why not? Unfortunately they don't. So we can hold up Unexpectedly Absent, or we can just get down at Naked Leon and Relic Warder. But I don't think that's really doing a whole lot for us, so we're just gonna pass the turn. I think I might hear my dog. Daisy! Huh, maybe not. Alright, so if they're control, we're doing fine. If they're High Tide Storm, we are not in a great spot. Them putting islands into play every turn is getting closer and closer to being able to just mess us up with a storm deck. Ooh! Expansion, you say? That's cool. We'll get in with the spirits. We've got 2 more on the way. The fact that they're not doing anything is a little bit scary. Expansion Explosion also makes me think that they might be a storm deck. But we'll see. They're not being aggressive enough to beat a storm deck right now. We're going to be able to get down a Resto. Sure, that's fine. Get got. I love Monetize. We're just gonna run out Resto. I'm feeling more and more like they're a storm deck that maybe didn't quite get there. Ooh, Cryptic. Okay. Bloodstained Mire. Wow, we are just very slow. Huh. maybe we shouldn't have done that. Okay, so Skull Clamp, Jite, Thalia, Student, Copter. We've got a lot of good draws here. Honor the Peer. I think we just throw down a Relic Order. Naked, though, start getting a little bit of pressure. Maybe we should play a, we should just be playing the Plateau, which makes Bloodstained Mire grab black or white if we already have Godless Shrine, gives it another thing to fetch. We'll try to remember to change that after this match. Coalition Relic, alrighty. We will unexpectedly absent that. Unfortunate that they drew it the turn after we Relic Ordered them. And since they weren't able to do anything other than play the Coalition Relic, I think just putting it on top just kind of time walks them. They can draw the Coalition Relic and play it again next turn. But lets us get in for an extra 4 damage. Unfortunately, we are still drawing lands. Yep, Coalition Relic. Thinking about Council's Judgment on the Coalition Relic. See what we draw. Mox Diamond, fantastic. I don't know. I don't really know what else we would use this on. Okay, so I think they're gonna try to go for it this turn. Oh, or they're just gonna play Consecrated Sphinx. Now I kind of wished that I had kept around that. Council's Judgment. Elspeth. Doesn't really do it, but it helps. So giving something +3/+3 and flying doesn't really do a whole lot. Making a 1/1 doesn't really either. So if we give the Relic Order +3/+3 and flying, we swing with that and the 2 spirits. They have to block the Relic Order, taking 2 down to 4, and then it just trades. They can't really attack Elspeth with the Consecrated Sphinx, otherwise they're just dead. I think that's better than just making a 1/1. It is unfortunate that Relic Order isn't a 3/3 instead of a 2/2, otherwise I think we could have just won the game right there. Or essentially won the game. It would have killed the Consecrated Sphinx so that they're not drawing 4 extra cards off of it, or 2 more extra cards off of it. Oh, good timing, Joe. Welcome back. So I can't really see everything that you're saying in the chat. For some reason, the stream thing that I have doesn't register MTGO as a game. And I tried capturing it as a window, and that didn't really work out either. So I am kind of stuck screen capturing my whole screen. So when I want to check the chat, I have to press F1, which brings it up so that I can see it. And normally, if it wasn't capturing the screen, then it would be invisible. But it's not invisible. So occasionally I'll do a quick check. I tried to pull it up on my phone, but for some reason my phone isn't loading just the chat, which is really not very helpful. It's got the stream just fine, but the it keeps loading the chat indefinitely, so very helpful. Let's see what they're doing. I still think that they're a failed storm, like not a failed storm deck, I'm sorry. But a storm deck that just didn't quite get there. I mean, Sphinx goes a long way to help them get there, but let's see. Mom doesn't really do it. We're just gonna play the same play as last turn. I'm just really not sure what they could have in their hand. I mean, this is turn 10. They've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spells. There's 7 cards in their hand. They're dead next turn if they don't kill me or kill my board. Factor Fiction, maybe? Are they tap 5? Can't be. Looks like maybe it's an X spell? Dig Through Time. Alright, that's a good one. That might give them what they need to push the win through. I think we were just too slow this game. We drew too many of our answers and not enough threats, too many lands. Just very, very slow. And our answers lined up very poorly in the way that we played them. I mean, the first, 5 turns of the game, I didn't show any other artifacts, so we played out the Relic Order. They played an artifact right after that. And then same thing with the Sphinx. I mean, they had mana before and they never did anything with it, so we just cast the Council's Judgment on their artifact and then Sphinx. Okay, so they're probably, I mean, they have to go for it this turn. And they have a full grip of 7 cards, which they've selected through with Consecrated Sphinx. Preordain. Scries 2. Puts 2 cards on the bottom. Wow. Mana Flare, okay. Time Spiral? Time Spiral would be pretty bad. Palancron. Okay, I think... Yeah, Palancron goes infinite. We're just gonna yield through this turn. I have infinite mana, but what they have to show is a win condition. If they brain freeze us, we'll concede. We don't have anything that we can do about that. So the way this Palancron loop works, Mana Flare doubles their mana. They can bounce the Palancron for 4, play it for 7, so 11 mana total, and then that untaps 7 lands, which is 14 mana. So each time they do this, they get 3 lands. So, I mean, you Joe on stream, you gotta sit through this. But if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll come back once they're done doing their thing, and we'll go from there. Alright, Brain Freeze does it. We'll concede to that. Alexis is vacuuming, so if you can hear that, I apologize. So we're gonna put Plateau in the deck. Like I said, I think it's just better than that. We're playing against a Storm combo deck, so I think a lot of these cards are coming out. Stuff like I think Council's Judgment isn't very good. Path to Exile. We'd like to keep in Swords to Plowshares and Unexpectedly Absent for their Consecrated Sphinx if they have it, but otherwise we're just going to try to get as aggressive as we can. We're going to bring in the Ajani, Needle Spires, I think we bring in a Mountain and a Swamp. No. I think going up to 16 lands. Okay, 16 lands before. I think Tithe Taker's good. I mean, Thalia's fantastic. I think we just run it like this. Maybe we want Boros Signet? No. I think we can hit a Johnny off the 5 red sources we have. Yeah. Love to play first. Oof. If we this is a black source away from being fantastic, but as is, I think we just have to mulligan. I mean, well, they went on turn 11 last time. Granted, they didn't really have to. Turn 10, Student Warfare will kill them before turn 10, but I think we can do better. This is better. Keep this. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Skyclave Apparition. Yeah, they really just didn't show us anything that it dealt with. Coalition Relic, but that's it. So, we got our Bob back. Hopefully we can hit a black source off of this Smuggler's Copter. Chart of course, sure. They're actually playing spells. Mountain. I think Mountain's better than the third white, so we'll play that, and probably discard this Plains to the Smuggler's Copter loot. Yeah. Deal 3. Next turn we're going to be doing 6 to them, looting, hopefully putting a Dark Confidant onto the battlefield. I think we're generally favored against them. They seem like a very slow Storm deck. And oh, Mana Flare? Great. We can just unexpectedly absent that. We're gonna start off by getting in with the Copter. Oh, Thalia. Yes, please. So we'll discard the planes again. So Mana Flare is going to help us cast Thalia plus Unexpectedly Absent. And then it's going to make it so that they basically can't storm off. I think Thalia is probably game over for them. Oh, I should have tapped that mana beforehand, but it ended up working out. I'm just gonna play that again. If they do, they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're not quite dead. Maybe we should have put it down 2 below. We'll see. We have some answers for it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So putting Bob out and using that to crew the copter doesn't actually change if they're dead or not. Let's just get in there. We'll loot and see. Strip mine. Okay. I like strip mine. If we're strip mining this turn, and if they have Consecrated Sphinx, then we don't need to Swords it. We can just kill them past it because we're doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They'll be at 3 and we'll have 2 lethal threats. So yeah, I guess we just get rid of Swords. And then we're going to strip mine their mountain. Pass the turn. So they've got 6 to... They've got 8 mana, all blue. They can't go infinite with Palancron. Ooh, turnabout, okay. So they're gonna try to win this turn. Because they could have saved turnabout to be able to tap down my team and basically time walk. Alright, Gush. They've got all the mana that they need to do stuff, which is a little bit scary. That depends on if they have the card draw or just the sheer number of spells to be able to brain freeze me out of the game. I've got 27 cards, so they need a storm count of 8 to be able to kill me. Sure, return Thalia. So they're gonna mill me for 12. They're gonna be able to see more in my deck, but I think they're just dead. With just blue, I don't think there's anything that they can do to flash back the brain freeze. They can't snap brain freeze, yeah. They agree. I think we just run it back. Yeah, we just run it back. This is a black source away from being good again. I think we'll keep it, but kind of off the back of strip mine. They mulled to... No, they didn't mulligan. They kept 7. maybe we save Strip Mine for a red source. Yeah, there's no real difference between stripping this turn and stripping next, I don't think. I mean, they might be able to play it like a Charticors, but they didn't really show us very many 2-drops. Yeah, being able to strip mine, whatever they grab with Arid Mesa, I think is going to be more important than strip mining the island. They don't have very many. Yeah, they don't have very many red sources. So, and this is honestly, it's kind of even killing 2 of them. Ooh, Student Warfare was a good draw because they got their fetch out of the deck and a mountain. And they didn't really show us that they could win without Mana Flare. We just play the Copter. Get in for 1. That's Summoning Sickness, unfortunately. Next turn we play Tithe Taker, use that to crew the Copter, level up the... Oh, never mind. They played Mana Flare. So we'll do everything this turn. Tap for 6. We're gonna play Tithe Taker. I think we unexpectedly absent it so that they just waste their turn replaying it next turn, and then we can have another turn of all the mana. So that way we can level up our Student of Warfare more. Get in for 6. You will loot. Honor of the Pure? Yeah, I think I like that better than Bob. If we draw a red source, we will play Johnny. I mean, just being able to lock them out of mana, I think, is going to be very important to win this game. So here, if they just play the Mana Flare, then we're going to be able to just, we're going to be able to play the Relic Warder and just... can we actually just kill them this turn? Not quite. Skyclave? We can do anything we want. So with 6 mana, we can level this up 5 times. We won't be able to play Honor of the Pure. Bummer. Very close. But I think we just 6 Relic Warder. This might just get... Oh, they don't concede. Probably should have played Honor of the Pure before leveling up. That way we play around days, but I think if they daze this, that's also fine. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Going down to 2, so they have to win this turn. I guess we discard the Needle Spires. We could have played that as our land for turn, actually. That would have been good. Oops, Daisy. Playing a little sloppy, but I mean, even if they like wipe our board, then we just play Skyclave Apparition and kill them with the Copter. And if they don't wipe their board, I don't think they can win from here. I don't think it really matters what we discard there. Yeah, GG's. Ah, shoot, I forgot to put the plateau in. Hopefully it won't bite us. We'll keep this. We're on the play. We have a Jitte and things to carry it, so. That's not a very good draw. We'll just get down the Jitte. They have to have Daze or Spell Pierce. I like this song. He's groovy. Signet. Okay, I'm into that. That means we get to get in a hit with our Jitte. Looks they have like a Mox maybe. Ooh, that was fantastic. Maybe we just get down Bob. In fact, I think we are supposed to just get down Bob. I think that's just better. Hopefully they don't have board wipe. But if they don't have board wipe, then this goes just so well for us. So next turn we can give the Student of Warfare First Strike, which interacts really interestingly with Jitte. So if they play like a 4-4 or a 5-5, we can equip Jitte, give it First Strike, swing in, and it'll deal 3 damage First Strike. The counters will get on Jitte, and then before normal combat damage, we can use the counters to give -1/-1 to our opponent's creature. So we can, with our 3/3 First Strike, kill 5/5's Faith's Fetters. That's not awful. Faith's Fetters on our Jitte. I mean, we would. Oh, on Student of Warfare. Why? Fantastic. So Jitte on Bob. Get in. It's kind of hard to. I mean, this seems to be like more of a control deck, so it's not impossible that we lose with a Jitte with counters on it, but it gets a lot harder the more counters you get on Jitte. I could theoretically swing for 6 next turn with just the Bob alone, and then we can also Ancestral. That's a nice one. We can also Flicker Wisp our Student to get it out from under the Faith's Fetters. Hopefully they play some like dorky creature that we can just kill with Jitte. Or get through by pumping with Jitte. I'm really surprised they put the Faith's Fetters on that instead of the Jitte. Path, you say? Yeah, that's fine. Good planes. I mean, that means we can play Elspeth and equip Jitte next turn, so we're gonna do that. So we'll play Elspeth first. They could mono leak her. But I don't think that would be the end of the world. Force of negation. Okay, that's fine. Getting rid of Daze. And the fact that they had Daze, that's exactly why we played her before equipping. Play around Daze and Spell Pierce. So now, whatever creature has the Jitte on it threatens to have +8/+8. So we can theoretically put them down to 8 next turn. Oust. Sure. without GT, like this 1-for-1 removal would be putting us really far behind, but as is. It's doing a whole lot for us. So I think we get down the Flicker Wisp. Flicker the Student of Warfare. And we're not going to put GT on anything, we're just going to hold up Resto. Foth, okay. Oh, okay. Sure, that one. Yeah. I don't think it really matters what pile to take. I mean, I think the Colonnade's probably better, yeah, than the 3 lands, but maybe I should have given them a Colonnade plus one of these. But honestly, I don't mind them having a shock land. It either enters the battle. They already have the colors they have, and I think maybe a shock land might even be worse than a basic at this stage in the game. They have double white, they have double black, they have double blue. We'll start out with Tithe Taker. Excellent. So that makes it so that their spells that target my stuff cost more. We'll equip the GT to the Flicker Wisp. I guess we'll just level this up again. Let's see why not. 6 counters on GT. So if they activate Colony, we can just kill it with the GT. The Jet. Fairy. Okay. If they put draw a card, okay. This attacks them because it can just straight up kill them. Okay, excellent. And then these attack Teferi, so Teferi dies or they die if they have any sort of removal, but they don't, so on to the next one. They are blue-white control, I suppose. I don't really see a reason to change anything other than putting Plateau in the deck, which it just should be. I don't think we really change anything. Maybe we put in Avacyn for something. Yeah. So we'll keep this. Got our colors. We've got turn 1 Mob, turn 2 GT, turn 3 Splicer or Council's Judgment. Let's just strip them. Got the lands for it. Maybe they kept a land light hand. Maybe not, but we'll see. Ooh, Relic Order. Do like me some Relic Order. Days. Fine. I think better that than the Jite, I think. They didn't really show us too many ways to deal with Jite once it's on the battlefield. Signet, do it. Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. So we're gonna use Bloodstained Mire so we can actually have a fetchable target. Or while we have an actual fetchable target, because if we drew Plateau next turn, then it would Bloodstained Mire would just be dead, and we don't particularly want that. What you got for us? Geist? Council's Judgment deals with that quite nicely. I don't think we even need to Council's Judgment. We could just Blade Splicer. Let's see if they want their Geist for their Signet back. They do. Interesting. Okay. Get your Signet back. Play Blade Splicer. That shows that they might have a board wipe, so we're gonna keep that in mind, but I mean, we don't have a whole lot to play anyways. We probably should play Godless Shrine tapped there, but if we need untapped black, we can just use their swamp. So when the music changes, it should go up on the screen. So this is On a Mission by Drips Zeecher and Telemachus. Yeah, it's this. Yeah, this is the app that I was talking about. I'm just doing jazz. Gideon, you say? Gideon's fine. Create a 2/2 white knight ally. That's fine with me. Ooh, Skull Clamp. I like that. So alright, we'll start off equipping Jite. Get in it, Gideon. Probably should have gotten in at them. Then we'll play. Do we want to just Council's Judgment the Gideon, or do we want to let them have another 2/2? I think we can just let them have another 2/2. It is a 4/2 now, which means that the knights can kill it, but you can also just pump it. Pump it, shrink a knight. Council's Judgment. So we actually have to use the counters now because we can't use them after they vote for council's judgment. So they voted for the golem, so we'll also vote for the golem. Blast zone. I'll deal with one of them. I think we just have to council's judgment the Gideon. Force of negation. Oof. Alright. It's a little unfortunate. I can check what the last one was. I think. Can I? No, I can't go back. History? Alt plus left arrow. No? Oh, there, you do that, so you can go to the next step. Huh, weird. Ancestral was a good draw. They can target me if they want, and I would only draw one card because of Narset. Ah, they choose themselves. Yeah, that was a good card to have empty-handed. Thalia was a good one. If they can't just put a counter on Blast Zone and then destroy everything with Blast Zone, so maybe throwing that on Thalia isn't the move. Because they just killed both the Thalia, yeah. Should have just Skull Clamped the Thalia and gone for something a bit better. Yeah. Kill their own Signet, I guess, but that was much better. Their Signet was much worse than either of these two permanents. Cryptic Command. I'm not sure if we can win this game anymore. I guess Lingering Souls might help. Our Skull Clamp doesn't even do anything anymore with Narset. Yeah, I think we're just dead. I mean, they can animate Gideon, we can path it next turn, but it doesn't help because we just have to kill we just have these knights, so yeah, we'll concede. Drawing a plains into a Tooth Taker, yeah. Alrighty, so I think here we take... I think this is fine. Here we take it. We put in the Benevolent Bodyguard for something. It's being able to... They've got a whole lot of one-for-one removal, so being able to protect our permanents, I think, is pretty good. What's not good? This all seems pretty good to me. Maybe Path? I didn't really see any creatures from them, honestly. Yeah, we'll take out the Path, I guess. Yeah, like that. We're on the play this time, and we've got this hand. I like this hand. We'll keep this. It's a turn 1 copter, turn 2 crew copter with Tithe Taker, turn 3 play and equip Jitte. Yeah, I'm into that. So we don't really need to play around Wasteland, so we'll just play Plateau, play Copter. So now we'll play the Tithe Taker, which plays around Daze and also makes it so Daze isn't free. We'll get in for 3. We will loot Benevolent Bodyguard. I think maybe we just like try to get really aggressive this game. Throw away the Council's Judgment. We can swing for 5 next turn. Potentially, so this gives us our creatures protection. They can't daze us, they can't force us. That gives our creatures protection. It's a cheap way to do Smuggler's Copter. They play an Orzhov Signet. Land? Nice. So, Jitte. Equip Jitte. Crew here. Gonna get in. And we will loot in case we hit Lingering Souls. No. I don't mind Honor of the Peer being in the graveyard there. So next turn we can hit them for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, putting them to 3. We will do that just in case they have something to deal with in Jitte. Just use the counters while we can. Council's Judgment? Sure. Do we use the counters on the Jitte? So I feel like they probably have to vote for Smuggler's Copter. I don't think the 4 life matters. I think we're just gonna let it go through, see what they vote for. If they vote for the Jitte, like that's... I mean, yeah, we lost 4 life. But yeah, so they did the Tithe Taker, which is great for us because that means we can put the Jitte on other things. And since they don't have any mana, we're just gonna use this to pump the Copter. Get in for 7. I'll just go to Plains. And we will equip the Jitte onto the Bodyguard because it's going to get unequipped from Smuggler's Copter once it stops being a creature anyway, and this turns Benevolent Bodyguard into a lethal threat next turn. They missed a land drop last turn, didn't they? Oof. Yeah, I think this is probably over for them, but you never know. They could have something up their sleeve. Board wipe probably doesn't do it. Gideon doesn't do it. Faith's Fetters? Faith's Fetters would be good. Stop calling these things. So, it's gonna go in the... Yeah, I still don't think the 4 life really... we're still gonna be able to get counters on it, so... So play this, use that to crew the copter. Get in for 4. Straight Mine was such a good draw there. Yep, counters go on Jite. Play the Strip Mine and strip their Hollowed Fountain. They were missing land drops, so stripping them really limits the things that they can do. If they don't draw a land here, they're probably just dead. If they do draw a land, then they might have a chance, but there's not a whole lot that they could even play if they have a land. So Gideon doesn't really do it. It makes a 2/2. The 2/2 blocks are 3/3, and they take 5 between the two 1/1s plus the Smuggler's Copter. No, that they take 4. But I mean, that puts them down to 1 and kills their 2/2. So all it really does is buys them a turn and puts a Gideon in play. But let's see. Not sure what they could have here, but Skyclaving their Orzhov Signet, I feel like, is probably just lights out. And they said GG's. GG's. Okay, yeah, so they had the repeal, but we were gonna be able to deal with that. That's a good hand, just... Poor opponent. Oh, we're 2-1 or 2-0. We've got one more game left, so or one more match. So I guess we'll just do that. After that, I'm gonna do some editing, and then I'll be streaming again tonight. I'm gonna edit together that video that we did earlier, the arena video, the arena draft that we did, and then I might edit this together as well. I think we keep this. Yeah, turn 1 Tithe. Probably gonna be able to get him with Tithe here. I think Tithe Taker is gonna be pretty good against their deck. Kind of eats 2 removal spells. Thalia is going to be pretty good too, I think. Bob's going to be pretty bad though. Probably just going to straight up board Bob out against mono red. It's just a liability more than anything. Yeah, we'll just Tithe that. Play the Tithe Taker. we are really hoping to draw land here. Going Mom into Thalia would be pretty good. Oh. Oh god, what is this? We might just lose here. Not like actually lose, but if they throw down something too scary, then I'm not 100% sure if we can come back from like a Chandra. If they played a Chandra into a 2-drop. I should probably stop calling the cards that kill me. I'm just not sure what we can do against about that. They can then add to, okay, they're exiling the top card of the library, which is a mountain, which is fine. If they minused on Tithe Taker, then we would have been able to kill it on the backswing, but oh wow, nothing. Okay. I think we go Mom into Thalia, and then we'll just get in at Chandra. That way, if they want to use Chandra to kill Mom, they have to lose her. We're doing okay, actually. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, trading my 1-drop for their Chandra that they used a Black Lotus on. Ooh, sword. Okay. So we're gonna make them waste the mana to put the sword on the Soul Scar Mage before we unexpectedly absent the sword. Yep. X is 0, yeah, I like them drawing sword again next turn. Just like doesn't do anything. Runaway Steamkin, okay. Top Mox Diamond. Yeah, we'll get in again. That's fine. Play the Flicker Wisp. Just flicker the Thalia. Threaten to block. Yep. So if they get in with the Soul Scar Mage, do I want to block it? I think I do. Means they don't have anything to put the sword on. So yeah, we're actually just gonna get down the Bob here. Surprisingly enough, I mean, it does suck that we can theoretically take damage from it, but we're at a relatively even life total, and I think the way that they get back in this game is having enough time to be able to put down a creature and throw a sword on it. Like Bomat Courier, that was a bad one for us, so yeah. So we kind of have to block with the Bob, which I guess is a good reason to get it down. They just get to kill the Bob, or something else anyway. Gideon. That can just block indefinitely. Or we can just... No, I think it's better to just make a 2/2 and get in with the Thalia. We're leaving back 2 blockers here. We really don't want them to connect with the sword, and if we double block the Bomat Courier, then it dies. Oh, that hurts a lot. That kills our 1/1, and it kills our Gideon, and then we have to chump. Best draw they could have gotten. Could have had. Godless Shrine doesn't do anything. I mean, we're just chumping the Bomat Courier, taking 5 next turn. I don't think there's anything we can do from here. I spoke too soon. We could have still been in that. With like literally those exact 2 draws. Damn. So Relic Order would have killed the Sword of Fire and Ice, but then they would have drawn 3 off a Bomat Courier. And that would have been after that we chumped with the Thalia, so they would have had a 5/5. Yeah. I think we would have been alive at 1 with them at with them at 9 plus 5, with them at 14. Alright, so against red, I don't think we really want the Bob. I think Oust is good. I think Archangel Absint's a good, like, ambush card. Lingering Souls is so bad against the, Lingering Souls is just very bad against Thundermaw. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red sources. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna take out a Skull Clamp for a Glory Bringer and a Elspeth for Johnny. Yeah, I think this configuration is better set up to combat what they've got going on. I think this is a good opener. Glorybringer does look a little awkward, but maybe not. I mean, our Thalia kind of fights our own Gideon. Maybe we get Thalia down after we get our Gideons down and just use our mana on turn 2 to level up Student. Yeah, I guess that's okay. I just hope they don't have Bolt and hope that we draw lands. But if we can get down Gideon, Goblin Guide. Land? Gonna give us land? Cheetah. Okay. I think we just level up the Student though. Cool. Drew a land. Throw down Gideon Blackblade. We're gonna give you Vigilance. Alright, this is going pretty well. Rampaging Ferocidon. Cool, cool. Get in for 7. We'll play Flicker Wisp. Deal a damage to them with their Ferocidon, I guess. I probably should have done it with their... That actually doesn't do anything. Should have done it to the Goblin guy. That would have actually made them take a damage. Oopsie daisy. They still need quite a bit for them to... They do have Black Lotus in their deck and a lot of really good cards, but... What you got there? Hellrider. Okay. Deals damage to you. I mean, attacking with Hellrider is not profitable for you. You can deal 3, 4, 5 to me? Okay. Give me a land? Skyclave Apparition. I like that. Oh, all at Gideon. So we can't save Gideon, but I think that's fine. Yeah. Get in for 6. Then throw down Jute, I guess? It's kind of unfortunate that we haven't drawn any lands here. Just got lucky being more aggressive than the aggro, or than the mono red deck. Kind of crazy that they traded Hellrider for Chandra doesn't do it. They're just dead on board, right? Yeah, 2. You got Pyroclasm, Incinerate, sure. Hey, you're just dead. So they have exactly Fire Blast? Okay. Cool. Made it to Game 3 against Mono Red. We're playing for the trophy here. I don't really think we want to change anything. So yeah, we're just gonna run it forward. I feel like we can do better than this. This isn't better than that. Down to 5. This is better than that first one. I think we get rid of Plains Thalia? This forces them to have a removal spell for Mom, like, right away. They mulligan to 6 as well. They mulligan to 5 as well, actually. And they're thinking about mulliganing to 4? No. We're gonna keep, put back Plains and Thalia. So turn 1 Mom against a Molt 5. Whoa. Multiply 5 with Black Lotus on the play? God, always Chandra. Yikes. Huh. Wow. Alrighty then. That was a pretty good turn 1 on a multi 5. I'm not sure if we can beat that. Especially with like our just turn 2 Tithe Taker. Again. Oh, they only have 1 land, so that's something, but I don't think they're gonna need more than 1 land. They have Chandra to create extra mana if they want to play extra stuff. God, she's such a good card. Just deals 2 to me every turn at the very least. Okay, I don't think we really want to path their Abbot. Dismiss this. Okay, Pew and Kieran. That's a good one. We just have to unexpectedly absent the Chandra. Because we know they don't have lands in their hand, and that means it's another turn that they're not drawing land, and then we could start possibly doing something with this Jite. Can't replay the Chandra for at least another 2 turns. Oh, okay. That's kind of good for us. And now we're not going to play the life to do that, so we're just going to equip the Jite there. We're going to get in, and that's going to let us kill both of their Thopters. So they have a burn spell, which would be unfortunate. Fire Blast my Spirit. That is very aggressive. That might be enough, though. We kind of have to draw land here. We do. Play. I think we just try to ambush. No. Just get the Gideon in there. Make a 2/2. Pass the turn. I think we will take the 4 here because we're gonna start being able to get in with the knight. Yeah, that's fine. We can lose the Gideon. It's gaining us life. Skyclave. I think we really want to play the Skyclave. I think we just want to do that. Get in. Kill the Thopters. I think we might actually have this one in the bag after they turn one Chandra Abbott us. I mean, if they swing in with Pia and Kieran, we're going to be able to ambush with the resto. They have 1 mana and a lot of cards they can't play. Not going to use resto's ability. We're effectively at 10 with the GTEC counters, hitting for 5 every turn. They've got 1 mana. Oh, we can hit for more than that. Ah, bummer. That was a good one to have. Here's 7. Bowmount Courier, okay. Okay. I think they're just dead on board. Well, alright, dope. We trophied. So this was the deck overall. I think it was a fair mono white deck. This wasn't particularly like a broken one, but it kind of had everything that you really want for a mono white deck with just like a few minor improvements. We had decent both swords and path. We had Skull Clamp was pretty unimpressive, so maybe we wanted to put it in like a Benevolent Bodyguard, or maybe like a Tide Hollow. This Bob seemed to be more of a liability than anything else, so maybe we just maybe we cut that as well. And our red-white fixing was a bit better, so it's possible that we were supposed to just cut the black cards and the Skull Clamp and play some red cards, make us a little bit more top heavy, but otherwise the deck was pretty good. I mean, we trophied with it, and it's the first trophy of the season, so excellent. Alrighty, if you've made it this far, I appreciate it. I'm going to be streaming on Saturdays and Mondays. If you check my Twitch channel, the link is in the description below, then you'll be able to find the times on my schedule. If anything changes, usually it's anywhere between 6 and 6:30 to around 8 to 9 o'clock-ish is when I stop streaming. I might be streaming outside of those times, but check the schedule if you'd like to see more of it, and have a great day. Thank you.